Morning, guys. It's Jan, Not a Real Farm. Guys, I am in a sweater. It's freezing this morning. The weather has been so unpredictable, so I thought I'd just run you through the outside gardens. They seem to be enjoying the cooler weather that we're experiencing right now with all the rain. So here is my potato bed, and I think it even grew even more than the last time I did a video with you. Quite a few things going on in this bed. So these are our beans. So these are provider beans. We've got some spinach happening. Now the spinach is doing something strange this year. Right away with the weather, it's starting to do the little rosette pattern, which tells me it's not going to last very long. Could go to seed as soon as we even start producing. So that tells me that even the plants are saying, hey, you know what? The weather is really weird this year. We've got some pea plants. We have a beautiful romaine that's starting to finally pull together. So we only planted a few of those. What a really tasty romaine. So we'll see if we can offer some seed for that. We also have our garlic, which seems to be okay with the cooler weather. It doesn't really mind it. It'll be soon time to pick these. You can see all the garlic is just really enjoying this weather. And then here we've got our Red River cowpeas that are not happy with the cooler weather. So some of our veggies are kind of taking a hit when one day it's warm, the next day it's cold. And then we're getting all of this rain, so it's very unpredictable as to what is going to be happening this year with the weather. I do know that we have a mixture of bugs. I don't know what you guys are experiencing, but I've got grasshoppers and June bugs and just so many ticks this year. It's unbelievable. Our asparagus is now all gone to flower. We've got some Prince Purple beans here. We'll see how they do. It's going to be a hit or miss this year, I think, for our veggies. The zucchini, not happy with the cold. Our Hasscaps are holding up just fine. They don't mind the cold. So once again, we've got berries that are now starting to turn blue. So they'll go through a green period for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then they'll start to get bigger in terms of the size, and the color will change to blue. It's actually starting to rain as I'm filming this. Some berries here. So these Hasscaps are chock full of berries, so we will probably do a video basically on showing you how to pick them. Our flagpole scallions doing amazing. So now they are flowering and they're ready to go to seed. But you can see how tall these are multipliers. And they're doing great. Our broccoli has taken a little bit of a hit. You can see here we've had some of those beetles on them, but not too bad yet. But that probably attributes to the weather a little bit. Our radicchio doing amazing. So here you can see it's starting to take on its modeling color. And this is not the type of radicchio that you have to grow in the dark in order for it to achieve that really good color. So it's called a Mirabella radicchio. So we'll see how that goes. Our carrots, of course, carrots never let you down. And interestingly enough, the oats are really enjoying the cool weather. So this is a hulless oats, very easy to thresh. So I'm really looking forward to trying those. And then our corn outside is doing awesome. So this is my double red corn that I grow. So a corn that basically is a burgundy color that you can eat fresh or you can grind into a flour. Taking you to a part of some of our new beds. So our potatoes have come up in these ones. I have garlic in the next bin along with potatoes. I kind of shoved the garlic in between. So once again, this is going to be a full bulbed garlic. And then we started doing some planting in the other ones, but nothing so far has come up. This is my Komatsuma. So if you've never tried that, they're packed full, chock full of iron. And then out here we have our peppers. I've planted beets and carrots and Swiss chard and more potatoes. And then moving right along to this one, half of this bed here is going to be beets. And then we have leeks and some beans. Doesn't look like much until they get going. So we have 4 more garden beds that we're going to be putting up here, and then we're going to be fencing them in, but you can see just how much food you can grow in a raised bed. If you slowly just take a peek right in through the garden, that is quite a lot of food that you can grow for your family without necessarily tilling up the ground. In our secondary greenhouse, you can see the red walking onions are now beginning to go to seed. Didn't take very long, but they're not as big as the ones in the greenhouse, are they? And then we've got beans coming up. In this one, we have planted, if I can read, our Bulgarian giant leeks. So if you can look way down here, leeks start small like onions and they get really, really big. And then our spinach has also started to come up. And radishes, whether it's greens or bulbs, never let you down, so those are coming up as well. And there's our beans. Moving right along, I've replanted the strawberry beds, so some of them have started to bloom. And some of them are just getting bigger. So we've got one big bed of strawberries here. Here's the rest of our strawberries. A full garden bed of asparagus. So once again, this has all gone to seed. This is beautiful. It looks like little mini trees. We picked a lot of asparagus this year, guys. So we've got our asparagus, and then flipping around here on the next bed, we've got a little bit of asparagus. I didn't want to throw out the additional asparagus. I had 2 or 3 extra crowns. So they've spread into the rhubarb bed, which is okay. The rhubarb is happy with it. And our rhubarb is growing. Amazing. Look how big the leaves are on the rhubarb already. It's all the rain we're getting. So these are pretty much ready to pick. You can see here the stalks are really where you want them to be, and they've got that nice red color. So you can start picking these when you want to. So I grew all of this rhubarb from seed. It took 2 years, and it's some of the most tasty rhubarb I've ever had. And then what we do generally is we save the seed from it. So I believe the rhubarb seed is actually up in our store. And more garlic. So the garlic, like I said, is doing great. So these are our 1-year bulbs that are going to be replanted in the fall to give us that full bulb for next year. So this is our Great Northern Garlic. Beautiful. And we've got more potatoes coming up back here. And now that we're walking back towards the greenhouse, I just wanted to let you know that what we're doing is we're taking this entire area in here from the greenhouse out. The water is going to be dug in. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to be putting our fruit trees in this area. That's it for me today, guys. It is actually pouring outside as I'm finishing the video. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. See you soon.